Alright, we're going to work some multiplication problems to review. So I want you to use your work math to do 30 times 60. Just solve 30 times 60.
Can we do that square thing?
Yes, you can. You can use an area model to solve.
But wouldn't 60 go at the top?
So we're drawing a rectangle. Our long side's going to be what, Justice?
60.
60, because 60 is our biggest number. And our short side's going to be what, Cash?
30.
30. Okay, so if I'm multiplying 60 times 30, what do I do next, Alexis? 6 times 3 is?
6 times 3. 18 or 16?
18. 6 times 3 is 18. Then what? Take my 2 zeros, the 0 from 30 and the 0 from 60. So I'll put 2 zeros at the end, and my answer is 1,800. Very good. All right. You can erase and let's solve another one. All right, this time we're going to do 3 times 269. 3 times 269. I'm going to start by doing what?
Adding.
Okay, I'm going to draw my model. And Alexis, you said putting them into pieces. Tell me what you mean by that.
Well, putting a line and putting 269.
Yeah, we're going to break up 269 into expanded form. So we'll make a section that's 200, a section that's 60, and a section that's 9. And our short side is going to be
3.
3. So what are we going to do first?
200 plus 3.
Not plus 3, 200.
200 times 3.
200 times 3. We're going to find the area of this section by multiplying the length of 200 times the width, which is 3. And 200 times 3 equals... What's 2 times 3, Cash?
6.
6. And how many zeros do we have?
2.
2 zeros. So 600. Okay. How are we going to find the area of the second section?
Times.
Okay, what are we going to times, Alexis?
6 times 3.
60 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. And we have 1 0. So my answer is going to be 180. Cash, how are we going to find the area of the last section?
Times
Times what?
3.
What times 3?
9 times
9
3.
times 3. Very good. Length is 9 times the width of 3. 9 times 3 is 27. Very good. Okay, yeah, now I have all my parts or partial products. So we're going to add them together. We've got 600 plus 180 plus 27. Where does that 7 go when I'm adding? What place value is that 7 in?
The 1s.
The 1. So make sure that you line your place values up. 0 plus 0 plus 7 is 7. 0 plus 8 plus 2 is 10. Write down my 0. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 6 plus 1 is
Eight.
8.
807.
Very good. My answer is 807. All right, you can erase. This time we're going to do 4 times 371. 4 times 371. I want you to solve. You can use any strategy you want this time. So if you want to use an area model, that's fine. If you want to use something different, that's okay too.
I didn't put
Okay,
them
tell me
on
what you did, Justice.
I put all the answers and added them.
Okay,
With
so
this.
tell me how you got all the answers. Tell me what you mean by that.
I put the 371.
Okay, so you did 300, then you made another section that was 70.
Oh, I put the 7 instead of the 70.
Okay, so you
That's what I
accidentally left that 0 off. Okay, and then your other section was 1. Okay, and then what was your short side? What was the width? 4. Okay, so to find the area of that first section, you did.
I did 3 times 4.
Okay, so you had 300 times 4, and 3 times 4 is
900.
3 times 3 is 9, so 3
Oh.
times 4 is
12.
12. And then you add your 2 zeros, so 1200.
Oh yeah, I did that so wrong.
Okay. Alexis, you solved the same way. What did you do for your next section?
I times 7 times 4, and I got 28.
Okay,
And then I added the 0.
very good. 7 times 4 is 28, and you had 1 more 0. And then for that last section, Justice, what did you do?
I did 1 times 4.
1 times 4, and that is 4. So now all we have to do is add. If I look at my ones place values, I have 4 plus 0 plus 0. So I know I'm going to have 4 ones. If I look in the tens place, I have 8 and 0. That would be 8. If I look to the hundreds, 200 plus 200 is 400. And I only have 1,000. So 1,484. Very good. Erase. Let's do another. All right. This time you have a word problem to solve. I want you just to listen as I read it the first time and think about what you're going to do, and then I'll read it to you again.
Can't we write it down?
You don't have to write the whole thing down, just listen this time. A movie theater has 2 rooms. Room A has 9 rows of seats with 18 seats in each row. Room B has 3 times as many seats as room A. How many seats are there in both theaters? I'm going to read that one to you again. A movie theater has 2 rooms. Room A has 9 rows of seats with 18 seats in each row. Room B has 3 times as many seats as room A. How many seats are there in both rooms? Should we go ahead and solve?
Room A has 18 seats.
It has 9 rows of seats and 18 seats in each row.
And then B has
3 times as many.
This time I'm not going to use my earring.
Didn't you times?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you times it by?
What would you?
3.
If I've got 18, we've got 18 seats in 9 rows. What am I going to multiply? Yeah, 18 times 9. Make sure you're using multiplication strategies instead of repeated addition. Repeated addition's not a good strategy when you're multiplying big numbers.
Wait, is that repeated addition?
No, that's good. You can do that.
Is this repeated addition?
No. You have 5 minutes left in this station.
Do this.
162. 3 times.
You can use an area model if you need to.
Wouldn't it be the answer 3 times? Since it's
Would it be?
3 times?
Let's go ahead and work this problem out. So to find how many seats are in room A, what are we going to need to do? It says room A has 9 rows of seats with 18 seats in each row. So to find room A, I'm going to need to do 18 times 9. So if I do 18 times 9 using an area model, I'm going to need to make my long side 10 and 8. My width is 9. 9 times 10 is 90. And then 9 times 8 is 72. So if I add those together, I have 2 ones. And then 9 plus 7 is 16. So room A has 162 seats. Then I have to find room B. It tells me room B has 3 times as many seats as room A. So 3 times as many as room A, which was 162. So what am I going to do to solve for how many seats are in room B?
72?
What will I need to do to find how many, Alexis? Okay, what am I multiplying?
3 times 160.
3 times 162. I saw Cash using this strategy. He said 162 times 3. We would multiply our ones. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, then we need to multiply our tens. 6 times 3 is
6 times 3?
20.
what's 5 times 3?
15.
15. So 6 times 3 is 18. Write down that 8 in the tens place and carry that 1. Now we'll multiply the hundreds. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. So there's 486 seats in room B. Okay, so now we've got to figure out if we're finished answering our question or not.
No.
It says how many seats are there in both rooms? So what am I going to have to do to figure out how many seats there are in both rooms?
Multiply each of the numbers.
Add each of those
Or
numbers.
add.
Room A had 162 seats. Room B had 486 seats. So we need to add those together. 2 plus 6 is 8. 6 plus 8 is 14. Regroup my 1. 1 plus 1 plus 4 is 6. So there are 648 seats in both theaters.